it was amazing with Jack because he had such a varied life that the archive was really rich and varied as well. So a massive part of it at the start was trying to get our hands on all the different things he'd done in his life. Also to try and find things that were different that maybe people hadn't seen so much before because he was a well-known man. Because of the state of his health, when we made the film as well, we were looking to find archive that could get across the different parts of his life and the amazing strengths he had. We really wanted to show how he could make people laugh, how funny he was, and how he managed to connect with people across the world. And really then throughout the process of making the film, we were discovering new things all the time. We had various leads that took us to Boston, that took us to Australia, that took us all around the world, and allowed us in the end to find some really great unseen films of Jack that we were able to bring to people for the first time, which I think really helped the film. We identified a few things that had to go in early on, and they became the pillars of the film. We also had various kind of story arcs that told different parts of Jack's life. Jack today, Jack in the past, the island job, Jack as a young man. And so I think once we had those pillars in place, it was just a case of working around those and looking to bring in anything that would lift those and would allow the different story arcs to really come across to people. So, I mean, we were blessed that we had an amazing array of sources that we could use. And yeah, it was a case of trying to narrow it down and pick and choose just the absolute best to get into the film, which was a real treat for us actually to be able to do that. It was natural. That's an example of something that was really natural. We were filming with Jack in his garden and he just was kind of naturally looking around. And yeah, that was one of those things where that cut just really worked and we found it. And we found that it made you feel like he was looking up and looking back into his life as well. So there were quite a few of those moments, I think, where there's another moment where Jack and his wife walked down by the seaside. And we found some old footage of Jack when he was about 30, doing almost the same walk in the same part of the world and sitting down by the seaside. And so we were able to do that, able to link him now and then, which I think helped him come across. But yeah, most of those, if not all of those, were things we just found. We tried not to direct him, certainly, when we filmed with Jack. We let Jack just be Jack. And then we were able to find a few things that were able to link him now and then. Definitely. I mean, I think working with Jack and his family was a big step forward for me, a challenge, because Jack's health wasn't so great towards the end of his life. And managing that process of doing things that would show him in the right light, that would hopefully get across that the family and Jack were looking to still stress what he could do and trying to live the best life he still could, and had family around him. He still loved going for a pint. He still loved watching a game. I think treading that balance so that we could get across what his life was really now, but also still show the joy that was still there. That was something that I learned an awful lot doing that, and huge thanks to the family for helping us, really, because they allowed us to explore a few things and explore music with Jack and explore footage with Jack that we didn't know too much about, but we wanted to try them. And it was thanks to them that we were able to learn and achieve a few nice things through those little gems that we're able to get with Jack in the end.